You are now entering a recorded field transmission from the Department of Lost Places. This is archive entry 041. The subject of this record is known as the library where time sleeps. Among all locations presently maintained within department archives, few are spoken of with greater reverence, and few are understood less completely. The library concerns itself with a subject familiar to everybody: time. Yet visitors rarely leave with a clearer definition of what time actually is. Instead, they leave with a different question. What if time is not rushing past us at all? What if it is resting somewhere beyond our sight? The earliest verified account originates from the journal of an astronomer who spent decades studying the movement of stars. Late in life, he recorded an unusual dream he described following a winding stairway through a night sky filled with constellations. At the top of the ascent stood a building, a library. Its windows glowed softly beneath the stars. Its towers appeared older than memory. Its doors stood open. The astronomer entered. He never adequately described what he found there. His final note concerning the experience survives within department archives. I believed I was studying time. Then I discovered time was sleeping. The department has spent many years attempting to interpret this statement. The library appears only under particular circumstances. Visitors most commonly encounter it during periods of reflection upon the passage of time. Not deadlines, not schedules. Larger questions. How quickly years seem to pass. Why certain moments remain vivid while others fade. Why some memories feel close regardless of age. Why particular evenings appear to last forever. The library seems unusually attentive to such observations. Access typically begins beneath a night sky. A path appears. A staircase. A bridge of pale stone. A trail illuminated by starlight. The route varies. The destination remains constant. Eventually, visitors arrive upon a high plateau suspended above an ocean of darkness. There stands the library. The architecture defies simple description. Its foundations appear carved from moonlit stone. Its towers rise toward constellations. Its windows contain warm golden light. The building appears immense, yet never overwhelming. Ancient, yet somehow welcoming. Most remarkable of all is the atmosphere. The library feels quiet, not silent. Quiet in the way forests are quiet, or snowfall, or distant stars. A stillness containing countless unseen movements. Upon entering, visitors discover an interior far larger than external dimensions should permit. Endless galleries extend in every direction. Balconies overlook vast reading halls. Staircases ascend towards unseen levels. Lanterns drift slowly through the air. Books occupy every wall. Millions of them, perhaps more. Yet the library does not contain histories, at least not in the conventional sense. The books concern time, not events. Time itself. One of the first chambers encountered by most visitors is known as the Hall of Long Moments. The shelves contain volumes devoted to experiences that seem to expand beyond ordinary duration. A conversation continuing long after sunset, a childhood summer afternoon, a night spent watching meteor showers, a walk beside the sea. Visitors opening these books do not read words. They experience atmosphere, a feeling, a rhythm, a sense of spaciousness. The books preserve moments that felt larger than the clocks assigned to them. The department regards this collection as one of the library's most significant archives. Further within lies another chamber, the gallery of brief years. Here the books concern periods that seem to vanish almost immediately. School years, careers, entire decades. Visitors frequently emerge from the gallery with a peculiar awareness. Time does not always move at the same speed, at least not from the perspective of memory. The library appears deeply interested in this distinction. Near the centre of the structure stands an enormous circular room known as the Rotunda of Seasons. The chamber contains no books. Instead, countless clocks hang suspended above the floor. None display hours. Each displays a season: spring, summer, autumn, winter. The clocks move gradually, gracefully, not marking minutes, marking cycles. Visitors often remain there for extended periods, watching the seasons drift around the room like constellations. The rotunda seems devoted to a simple truth. Many important things cannot be measured by clocks, only by seasons. Growth, learning, friendship, understanding, healing. These things possess their own calendars. Further upward lies one of the library's most unusual collections, the Archive of Unnoticed Time. Department researchers consider this section unique among all recorded locations. The shelves contain books dedicated to moments rarely remembered: waiting for water to boil, watching rain strike a window, listening to distant birdsong, sitting quietly beside someone you care about. Ordinary moments, or so they appear. Visitors opening these books frequently discover extraordinary richness within them. The archive seems founded upon an intriguing proposition. Perhaps much of life occurs within moments people overlook. One surveyor later wrote, "The library treated ordinary time as though it were precious." The department has never found a better description. Near the highest levels of the structure stands a vast observatory. Unlike traditional observatories, its telescopes do not examine stars. They examine time. Visitors looking through the instruments report extraordinary visions. Civilizations rising and fading, forests growing across centuries, mountains changing shape, rivers altering course, constellations shifting gradually across millennia. The experience rarely produces anxiety, quite the opposite. Many visitors describe a profound sense of peace. Human worries remain real, yet they become part of a much larger story. The observatory offers scale, and scale often creates perspective. One recurring figure appears throughout accounts of the library. Department records refer to them simply as the librarian. Descriptions vary considerably. Age changes, appearance shifts. Voice differs between reports. Yet certain characteristics remain constant. The librarian always moves slowly, not from frailty, from attentiveness. Visitors frequently ask the same question: what is this place preserving? The answer remains remarkably consistent. The librarian gestures towards the shelves, the galleries, the countless volumes extending into darkness, then replies, "Time is often mistaken for something that disappears." The visitor naturally requests clarification. The librarian simply smiles. "We preserve evidence to the contrary." No further explanation is usually offered. Researchers have debated this exchange for decades. The library appears content to leave the matter unresolved. At the highest accessible level stands a single reading room unlike any other. The room contains only one book, a volume resting upon a circular table beneath a skylight of stars. The book possesses no title, no visible author, no markings whatsoever. Visitors invariably open it. Inside they discover blank pages, yet the experience is rarely disappointing. Most report understanding something immediately. The book is unfinished. Not because it lacks content, because it remains in progress. The final volume concerns the future, and the future is still being written. Eventually visitors leave the library. The galleries recede. The lanterns grow distant. The night sky expands overhead. The path reappears, the bridge, the staircase, the starlit road, whatever route first brought them there. Yet many carry something back with them. Not answers, not certainty, a quieter relationship with time. The sense that time may be less like a river rushing away, and more like a vast library preserving every meaningful moment within its endless halls. The department classifies the library where time sleeps as type, celestial archive complex, temporal preservation library, astronomical reflection site, access level rare, most frequently encountered during periods of reflection upon memory, change, aging, or the passage of years. Final note from the archivist. People often speak of time as though it were being lost. Lost days, lost years, lost opportunities. The library suggests another perspective. Perhaps nothing meaningful is truly lost. Perhaps moments simply take their place upon the shelves, preserved within a collection too vast to comprehend fully, waiting quietly beneath the stars, waiting patiently, sleeping. This concludes archive entry 041. The record is sealed. The lanterns remain lit. The shelves remain full. Time continues its quiet rest. End transmission.